Camera trap day, baby. Alright. It is a good cold Saturday morning, and we are here to deploy the Opossum camera. I'm actually really excited about this. I first put a trail camera up on this site 1st of December, last of November, 1st of December. And man, did not expect, well, I had an assumption that either raccoons or possums were using this den, but I had no idea so many possums will be coming in to use this den. And what seems to be kind of a fan favorite, myself included, is them collecting leaves, tucking them up under their tail, and coming back into the den. So that's what we're here to try to capture today. I've got one of my older traps that I'm going to use. It's a homemade housing pelican case with just the Canon Rebel on the inside with a Laowa 15mm macro. So it's going to put me at like 24 millimeters. So I may have to do some rigging. It's a really tight space. I have another camera trap that would be perfect for this situation, but I have other plans for it. So we're gonna have to make do with it. We're on a steep hill here. Elevation is probably about 8 or 9 feet from where I'm standing to the top of this hill back here, and it's right in the middle. There's a perfect little trail that goes all the way up to the den, and we're gonna have to figure out a way to make it work and to create a portrait of these possums, preferably with leaves up under their back tail. That's what I'm after. So I think it tells a really interesting story. I've seen this before. A friend of mine got it on their trail camera, but personally I'd never seen it, and I don't think many people realize that that's what they do. So they collect a bunch of leaves, put them up under their tail, and take them in for their bedding material. So enough talk. Let's get in here and set this up, and I'll show you everything once I get it all set up and ready to go. All right. Alright, we're set. We got the Canon Rebel and a homemade housing, which you can see right there. And then we've got two lights. We've got one that's up on the hill that would be to the camera right, shooting down to light the face of any that are going in. And then we've got one right here. Here's the camera trap. This is a flash. And so this is the, I guess what you could consider the main light. And what I had to do is I had to stick a stick down into the ground, and I mounted the flash to it so it will light up the tail end of the possum, hopefully with the leaves in its tail, or if a possum comes out of the hole, it'll light his face. This is so funny. I never thought I'd be setting up a camera trap to photograph possums. So this is kind of exciting. I'm actually really looking forward to it. Hopefully my presence all on the outside of this den has not disturbed them. Most of the time I have no problem photographing possums. Every camera trap that I set, a possum walks in front of it. So I'm hoping that will continue. Now that I'm actually targeting them, they probably won't. They'll probably move to a whole new spot. So Canon Rebel, and I'm shooting with the Laowa 15mm macro, shooting around f8 to f9. Two flashes, both of them are set to 28mm flash zoom, and both of them are set to 1/16th power. ISO is going to be around 800, so not there's no available light to pull in at this particular spot, so it's going to be set up to take 5 or 6 frames as the possum is going into the den or coming out, and so we're not pulling in stars or anything like that, so it's very tight. We do have the hole, the den off on the right side of the frame, and hopefully the possum will then, you know, be arcing into it or out of it. So composition looks good right now. Only time will tell once we actually have subjects in the frame. Also too, there's a variety of size possums that are in here. There's one really big one and then a lot of medium-sized ones and a couple really small ones. So I don't know if my camera may be too close, and if it is, we may have to back it up. Just for extra security, I've got a strap on the housing to the tree. Again, we're on a hill that's inclined about like this, so I don't want it to go rolling down the hill. So I'm going to come back in here probably over the next day or two just to double check everything, make sure everything looks good, and kind of determine what to do after that. So a possum camera trap, how about that? I never would have imagined. So thanks for tuning in on this. One thing that I've just remembered, I got to get a trail camera up to document the behind the scenes of this, so I got to walk back to the truck and grab that. My phone is ringing, so I will answer this. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, we'll see you when we check the possum trap. Hello? Alright, camera trap day. We are here checking the possum den. This camera's been up now for a couple weeks, and looks like a lot of activity here. I did come in and check it 1 week ago. I didn't bring the camera in. Just make sure everything was working properly, and it was. Looked on the back of the camera, saw some possums going in and out, so very excited to finally check it today and see what we got. So this has been an exciting setup here. I've been patiently waiting to check this. The idea of having a possum shot, you know, toting those leaves going in, or just you know, because let's be honest, possums are not the most popular animal that's in the woods, so you don't see a lot of photos of them. So getting an environmental shot of a possum, I think, could be very interesting. So I'm excited to see it. So let's go here and check the trail camera and then take a look on the back of the camera. Another 100 videos. There was 150 on there last time I checked it, so there's been another 100 this week. So let's just kind of skim through them and see. So lots of possum activity. Possums going in and out of the hole, walking up to the camera, smelling it. The only problem, I'm not seeing any lights firing. So the battery must have died at some point this week in something. So I'm not... Ooh, we got 2 possums on this one. Must be possum mating time. Yeah, lots of possums, tons of possums. That's probably what happened. They killed the flash or the camera battery or something, because I mean it's just possum after. Oh my! Oh no! Oh no! The bobcat went into the possum den. I don't see anything flashing, anything firing. I don't know if I got the photo. Oh my God. I can't believe that. The bobcat in the possum den. Man, the potential there could be amazing. But I don't see a single frame being fired. Normally I can see the flash, but oh no. I don't see any flash firing. The entire week. Alright, let's check the camera. This is my sensor, y'all. So there's no need to even look on the camera. And the battery's dead in the camera, which is weird. Oh. All right, so mistakes happen, but they can't happen. That's a very costly mistake. Man. Battery's dead. Battery's dead. And the possum den brought in a bobcat. Bobcat's been missing from this area for about a month, and hadn't seen him on any of the trail cameras. And I come in today to check the possum den, and he came to the possum den coincidentally when the batteries had died. Man. Alright, so you know, guys, if you're a follower of the channel, you know I've been taunted by the bobcat every single year. It's just I get teased. I mean, we have the bobcat going after a beaver just earlier this year. Didn't have the camera trap up. Get the camera traps up and running, and the battery dies and I don't get the shot. Oh my God, man. I had it framed so perfectly. Bobcat coming out of that hole. Oh my gosh. It would have been perfect. Man, y'all just don't know. This is crazy. I love camera trapping. This is it is the thrill of the hunt and the chase and trying to capture these images, and this is probably why I'm so addicted to trying to photograph a bobcat, is because of all these little moments that keep happening, and I just keep missing him, and I'm after it. I had all intentions of, you know, letting this possum den trap only be deployed for a couple of weeks. I mean, I didn't need 1,000 images of a possum. No clue. Had no clue that the bobcat was going to go in the den. So now I'm thinking, okay, was he hunting? Was he just passing through, followed some scent, went in there? Could he use this as a den site? Could she use it as a den? I don't know. I don't know what, if it's male or female. Man, this is absolutely crazy, guys. I'm going to go change all the batteries and all this, and get it ready to go and set back up, and we're gonna leave it here. Some wood ducks, and hope, just hope by sheer luck, the bobcat will return to the possum den. Oh my gosh, man, this is crazy. Oh man, I'm like speechless. I'm not a speechless person. I talk, but I can't find the right words to say. Ugh. All right. Well, I'm gonna show you some highlights from the trail camera, and for the last couple weeks of these possums going in and out, and then I'll show you some photos of what I've gotten so far. I didn't see any flashing going off in the trail camera. The battery's dead in the camera, so I can't look on the back of the camera at this moment. Excuse me. So we're just gonna let it ride. We're gonna hope I got it, but I don't think I did. But anyways, enjoy this footage, some highlights from the possum den. I'm going to put a much larger video together of all of this stuff in the future, but I'm going to show you some of the highlights from the possum den and some photos. So be sure to subscribe. Please subscribe. This is going to be an ongoing process. This is part 1. Part 2 will be sometime in the future, because this camera is staying right here with new batteries. So thanks for watching, and hope you enjoy.
So over the last 2 weeks, we've had lots of activity, lots of possums during the night, also during the day. Even little bitty visitors like this mouse, and a lot of them stay inside of that den, so I get them not every night, but on most nights of the week. So this is the shot that we're after, a possum bringing in leaves to the den. And we got a raccoon who was startled by the camera, a daytime possum. And as you can see, this was the original trap that I set up. This was a pelican housing that I made myself. And then this is not too long after. I actually had to make a modification. I changed housings and swapped it out with the Camtraptions housing so I could put in a little bit wider lens, because it was a little too close, so I needed a wider perspective. So different housing with a different lens. So I took out the Laowa 15mm macro and swapped it out for the Canon EFS 10-22. And here's a gray squirrel constantly foraging in and around the den. Got lots of photos of squirrels. Lots of birds. Got a huge variety of birds foraging in the leaf litter. The brown thrasher was one of my favorites, and we actually got some pretty decent photos of this guy too that you'll see in just a second. And then obviously we had the bobcat come in, so this was crazy. Man, it's so exciting. This is why I love camera trapping. You never know what you're going to get, and I was completely shocked by this. Obviously, it's always in the back of my mind. I would love a bobcat to be in front of every single one of my camera traps, but I was 100% shocked when the bobcat decided to show up at the possum den.
Oh, this is depressing. I could have had a face shot of a bobcat coming out of a hole. And see, the thing is, I don't know if he was just hunting and was, because rabbits go in this hole. So was he hunting, trying to catch something, or is he going to use it for a den site? I don't know. But I can't leave. I can't take the camera now. Camera's got to stay. Camera trapping, man.
So I was able to get quite a few images that I'm pretty happy with. We had lots of visitors, obviously lots of possums, rabbits, squirrels, and birds. He visited several times, picking the leaves up, tossing them to the side, foraging for bugs. Finally got a possum toting leaves. As you can see, it's kind of hard to tell. Got it highlighted here so you can actually see it. May have to reposition the camera to get a better angle. But we got lots of possums going out of the den and made for some really nice portraits that I'm very satisfied with. This one being one of my favorite shots. Love the posture of the possum coming out. And then this was right at twilight, so I was actually able to get some natural blue sky back there in the background. Another possum bringing in leaves. And like again, I may have to change up the composition to make it a little bit more noticeable. This right here is the photo I want, but with leaves in the tail. Squirrels were common visitors to the trap almost every single day, along with the possums. We did have a surprise. So we were actually able to capture a bobcat. For some reason, we were not able to capture this bobcat on a trail camera. This is a daytime cat. He visited the den, and I got this one photo of a bobcat, and it's a gorgeous cat. And I'm not sure. I think the camera may have spooked him, so this was the only frame I was able to get, and so not all was lost. I'm pretty excited and pretty happy that we were able to get at least one bobcat photo from this set. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to check back with us, hit the subscribe button, and like and share, and leave a comment below what you think. We'll touch base again next week, and be sure to check back in the near future because we're going to have a part 2 to the possum den. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.